Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Why You So Envious, and today is $2 Tuesday. Actually $2 Domestic Travel Tuesday. So that's what Tuesdays are going to be for this quarter. The family and I have a trip planned to Orlando in July, and so it's time to start hitting it hard and heavy. Okay. So we are going to still be keeping with Nien for travel. I love her stuff. So we're going to use her domestic travel. We're going to use just her, I guess these are just her travel dashboards for travel. And so we're going to do that last only because we're going to be starting a new game today called the Housewives of Budgeting. And I'm going to take this off so y'all can see it. And I had to go watch the video yesterday, y'all, to write down some notes for playing it. So this is the dashboard, okay? And this is the amounts. And I know y'all probably, can y'all see? Yeah, there you go. These are the different categories that she's got. The housewives, the glam squad, the trip, the spending, the spouses, the drama, and the investments. And so we're going to be playing it. And as you can see, it's a little spicy, okay? But I think these are the total amounts. And then these two are left blank because there's some extras that you can do. And so just depending on your budget, these numbers will change. So as you can see, a very, very spicy. And that's just the total amounts, I think, guys. But it's still a little hefty from what I normally do. But like I said, I needed to really get on this. I was going to do a third one, but I think I'm going to wait. Once I finish this one, then I will go to a new game. And we're just going to rotate them out, okay? So let's get started. All right, the first one we're going to tackle is the housewives. And once y'all see these ladies, they are beautiful. And again, this is from Nien's budget. I'm going to move this over to the side, y'all. And I'm going, we got $200 and $2 bills that we're going to be stuffing today. And it's always going to be $2 bills if I can help it. So this is the first lady, Don't Come For Me. Then I Was Cursed. And then this one says Never Underestimate. And I Don't Understand You. I Don't Speak Broke. And y'all, they got, all of them have little cute little sayings. So yeah, we're going to roll a 6-sided die to choose which one to stuff. And then we're going to, I think we're going to do it probably twice, just because I want to get through it this quarter. And like I said, I may be adding more to it. It just depends on how much cash I have left, because I do want to stuff the other one as well. All right, let me get the dice together, which I did not do. Get my dice towel. And it's right here. It's a little mini. And again, we're going to roll a 6-sided die for this. If I have one out, yep, I do. All right, we're going to roll a 6-sided die for this, okay? I hope everybody's doing well. All right, let's roll. So that's 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is this lady right here. And so we're just going to look at her card. And let's see, she's got 8, 6, 4, and 2. So let's do the 6 and the 4, okay? And I'm going to take her out. And I am going to cross out that 6 and that 4. And we're going to put $10 in here. And yeah, I'm just going to take some of it because it's very thick. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $10, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I'm just going to leave it out. Okay. We're going to do one more. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guys, if it rolls a 6, then it's going to be my choice. So I'll get to choose which lady it is. Okay. Okay. So, and guys, let me tell you what hers says. Hers says, never underestimate a woman on a budget. Okay. So she's, got 2 completed. Okay. This is number 5. And she says, it's simple. If I want it, I get it within budget, of course. Okay. And she's really pretty. Okay. So now with her, I'm going to do $10 in her as well. So I think I'm going to do the 8 and the 2. Okay, the 8 and the 2. All right, so let's grab my pen. And again, I'm using the Pen and Gear markers by Walmart, which I love. And again, we're going to do that 8 and that 2. And we're going to put $10 in her. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. And so she will go there. And I think that's going to be it for right now because some of the other ones are, you know what? Yeah, we'll come back to these, y'all, if the budget allows. I want to make sure I get through, you know. I want to play all of the pieces of the game so you can see all the pieces. So let's go do that, and then we will come back to these ladies. And I'm going to leave them in this order. Okay. All right. I'll put them over to the side. All right. The next game we're going to play is called the Glam Squad. And so on this one, you're supposed to pull a card and save. So she's got some little cards, oh yeah, that go with it. I'm going to move the dice tower over until I need it again. And so it's got these little cards, and you just pull one and save. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to do one because, again, I want to make sure. And yeah, I might do two. Okay. All right. The first one is the perfumes. Okay. And so if we look on the card, that's $5. Okay. So we're going to mark that out. And guys, I don't have $5, so she's going to get 6 there in $2 increments. So everything gets rounded up to the next, the nearest dollar. So that's going to be 6. Okay. So I'm going to save a little bit more than what's on there, and I'll leave that out. And we're going to choose one more. Let's choose one more. And that's only because I have quite a bit of money. So this is her makeup. Okay. And it says on the board that makeup is, oh, it says facial. Okay, so it's facial. So facial is $8. Okay, so I'm going to put $8. And I'm going to mark that out. And I'm going to grab 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, and so we're going to, and guys, I'm not going to bother counting it because once it's done, I'll go through and count them all. Okay, but so that's that. The next one is, oh, let me put the cards back. Okay, I'm going to rubber band the cards that I haven't used because I want to get through the whole game. And then the ones that I've already used, I'm not going to put a rubber band on. Okay. So I'm going to put those back in here. And I'm actually, let me see, I'm going to put that back over here. Okay. So the next thing on the agenda is the trip. Okay, and so this one I had to do some research on a few minutes ago because it has, well, you'll see in just a second. Okay, so it says with this one that I pull a country flag. So she gave me different country flags. And so I pull a country flag. I find out what country it is. Then I pull a transportation card. And then that will also give me an additional savings. So y'all can see that it's got car, yacht, bus, private plane, train. Those are the modes of travel. And can y'all see that I messed this up for putting it through the laminator? I don't know what happened, but it buckled. And I wasn't fit to reprint them, y'all. So I'm just going to shuffle these up and lay them down. Okay. So lay that there. And I'm going to do the same thing with the country cards. And she gave me 5. I wish she'd created some more. So Nien girl, create some more countries so I can play a little longer. Okay. And I'll pay you for them, girl. Just create me some. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to turn them upside down. We're going to shuffle them. Oh, and I had to write the names on the back. So sorry about that. So maybe I'll do it this way because I'll reveal the countries in a second. All right. So I'm just going to pull one. And that is Japan. Okay. So we're going to Japan. And I think let me see, what does it say for Japan? Oh, or do I roll a die? Hold on, y'all, let me see. Oh, okay. So it's Japan. Okay, so yeah, so you find out where it is. So that's Japan. So that's $14. Okay, so I'm going to save $14. And then let me put the 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So this is the $14 for Japan. Okay. So I'm going to mark Japan out. And then, guys, I determine how am I going to get to Japan. Okay. How am I going to get to Japan? And so this is an additional savings. So I'm going to pull the top one. And it says that I'm going by yacht. And that's another $8. Okay. So I'm going to Japan on a yacht. It's going to be very long. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's another 8. Okay. And so I'm going to stop right there. Okay. And I'm just going to stuff this into the envelope. And then again, the items that I don't use, that I don't use, I'm going to put them back on the rubber band so I can keep them separate. Okay. And these are the ones that I did not use. So I'm missing a rubber band. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. Okay. Got to keep them rubber bands so I can keep them separate. Okay. That was fun. All right. Japan on a yacht. All right. All right. The next thing is the spending. Okay. It's called the spending. Okay. We're going to take that out. And it too has some cards. Okay. So perfume, bags, shoes, jewelry, skincare, and pre-loved clothing. Okay. And it has cards. Okay, so I'm going to take the rubber band off the cards. And I'm going to shuffle them around. Shuffle them around. And I'm going to choose the one on the top. And it says, oh, these are the jewels, y'all. Ooh, how pretty. Okay. And it says for the jewels, y'all, I'm saving $10. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, it's $10. Okay. And I'm going to mark the jewels off. And I think that's gonna be it for right now. If I get another round in, then I'll play it again. And y'all, I got quite a bit of money. Let's go ahead and pull another card. We're gonna pull it right off the top. And this one is, I think, the pre-loved clothing, and that's only $2, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and pay that too. Like I said, the sooner I get through, I'm not worried about how soon I get through them. I just need to finish them before I go. And I have a lot of more. I have a lot of more. I have a whole lot of games by Nien that I'm going to play for domestic travel to get ready for this trip to Orlando. Okay. So slide that into the book. These I did not use, so they get a rubber band. These I did use, so no rubber band. And they go back into their folder. All right, the next thing we're going to play is the spouses, okay? And it says, who can you trust the most? Pick your number 6 least first and roll the dice, okay? So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is since I have so much cash, I am going to roll a 12-sided die, okay? 12-sided die. All right, so my least favorite, so here are the different ones. You've got the plastic surgeon, the B-list actor, the criminal defense lawyer, the scientist, the airline pilot, and the investment banker. And I do not trust the B-list actor. Just don't. Okay. She probably should have been the criminal defense lawyer. I'm gonna go with the criminal defense lawyer. Even though I wanted to be a lawyer, I don't know if I trust that dude. Okay, so let's roll this dice. And it says 7. Okay, so he's going to get $7. Okay. And y'all, we're gonna roll again for my least favorite. And the B-list actor is going to be my least favorite again. So he's 7. So y'all, that is a total of $14 for the spouses. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so that's $14 going into the spouses. Okay. All right. All right. All right, the next thing is, it says the drama. Okay, now this one is got a couple of things going on. She says, let me read my notes. Okay. All right, so I might play this one a little different than she did. Okay, so it says pick a drama card and answer yes or no. Invest. Then part 2 is invest your money. Pick an investment card. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is pick a drama card. Okay, so she's got these cards, and I do not have a uh, rubber band, but I need to go get one. So y'all hold on, let me grab a rubber band. And I meant to do this yesterday to get a rubber band for it. So the ones that I don't use. All right. So we've got these cards, right? Oh, okay. Here's another flag. Okay. I'm glad I found that. So I will put that with the other ones. And then, okay. All right. So she's got a couple of cards. We're going to, again, shuffle them up. And they were already shuffled, y'all. But I'm going to shuffle them again. All right. And we're going to choose the one that's on the top. So it says... nope, not today. You're taking your bestie on the fabulous Bahamas trip. Hold on. You are taking your bestie on this fabulous trip to the Bahamas. Your friend is delighted but bummed that her boyfriend can't come with her. On the day of departure, she tells you, surprise, he's coming with us. She bought his ticket. Will you cancel your trip? Okay, so she actually pulled this on one of the videos that I saw, and I kind of pondered this as she was doing it, and I have to agree with her. If it's supposed to be a girls' trip and you bring your boyfriend, I'm canceling that trip, okay? So, will you cancel the trip? My answer is yes. So, I'm going to pay $5, okay? So, again, guys, it's going to be $6 because I'm doing $2, so 2, 4, 6, okay? And let's go ahead and pull another card so we can invest them all at one time. And I think there's supposed to be, I think there was, oh, the investments are behind. Okay, let's pull another card. We're going to pull another one right off the top. This one says, the lies. You are broke and cannot afford a lunch at this super fancy, expensive restaurant where your friend made reservations. Will you whip out the credit card and hope that it doesn't get declined? Yeah, I would. Yes, I would. Yeah, I sure would. Okay. All right. So, I know I wouldn't be going honestly in the first place, but yeah, I tried. So that's another yes. So that's going to be 10 total. So that's 6, 8, 10. So that's 10 total. Okay. And so I'm going to put the rubber band back on these 2. I mean, these 4. I think it's 4. Yeah, these 4. I'm going to put a rubber band back on these 4. I've used these, right? So I'm just going to throw those back in here. And then for the investment, it said to invest my money, but so that money from that game, it says to invest it. Okay, so I gotta try to remember how she did this. I think the green is where I'm going to invest it. Okay, so over here is where I'm going to invest it. So I'm going to invest it in real estate, artwork, or jewelry. So right now at this point in my life, I want to invest it in real estate. So I'm going to mark out the real estate for $10 because I think, is that what I had? 10? Yeah, I had $10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I had $10. So I'm investing that in real estate. And then there is a game for real estate. Yeah, did I just write on that? Yes, I did. Okay. Where's my little eraser? Did y'all see me write on that? Okay, I'm going to write it. There it go, 10. Okay. So now we need to play the real estate cards. And there are some small cards. It says, for the investments. There are some cards for investments. And so we're going to just pull a card and invest. Yeah, we're going to pull a card and just invest. And I think there are some extras on here because this only has 6. So I'm thinking the other ones must have something on it. I don't know. Okay. I may have to roll the die if I choose something that's not on here. And that's okay. I'll just roll the die. Okay. All right. So we're going to choose the first one. The first one says invest in artwork. So I got artwork. And I think it's this. Yeah, it's this picture right here. So that's $6. So we're going to get $6. Invest in artwork. So 2, 4, 6. And then we're going to do one more. I'm just going to take it off the top, y'all. Oh, it says invest in artwork again. Okay, and that's this one right here. So that's $10. So I bought all the artwork, okay? And that's $10. So we're gonna do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. All right. So we have invested our $16 into artwork, and that goes back here with these. And did I do that artwork? Nope, I did not. Let me cross that out. All right, so y'all, that is round 1 of that game. Okay, that was fun. Okay, we're gonna throw that inside of here. I'm at 20 minutes, y'all. Okay, let me go ahead and get through. So let me put these back on the rubber band, and y'all think I have like 30 minutes, so a little less than 30 minutes. So we're gonna throw that into here, and I'm going to play one more round of the ladies before I start the randomizer. So let's put the ladies back out. So I wanted to play one more round of them. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that goes back into the investment. Okay. All right, let's play one more round of the ladies, and then we will do the randomizer. Okay. Let's play a couple more rounds of this because I still have quite a bit of money left. All right. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to roll a 6-sided die. Let's roll a 6-sided die. Okay, we got number 6, so that's my choice. So we're going to go with the Afro lady. And she has 5, 8, 4, and 3. Let's do her 8. And let's do her 4. So that's $12, okay? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And I think we're going to do one more lady, and then we're going to call it a day on the ladies. Let's do one more roll. 2. She's number 2. Oh, let me tell you what the Afro lady says. Hers says, "Don't come for me unless you can afford it." That's cute. All right, this is this lady, and it says, "I was cursed with expensive taste." Okay, and so we're looking at her, and we got a couple of 10s that we can make. So let's do 7 and 3. So 7 and 3. And again, guys, this is for my domestic travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, that was so much fun. All right. So let's throw that into here. And so I think everybody got some except for one. This lady right here, she didn't get anything, but that's okay. We still got time. And once these ladies are all done, then, you know, we'll move on to something else. All right, I'm just going to slide those over here for now. And I'm going to get the randomizer game over here. And again, guys, I'm just going to roll a 3-sided die, and it'll tell me how many $2 bills each section gets, okay? And we're just going to put it in there. We're not going to count it. We're not going to do any of that. When it's time for my trip, then we will go in and count, okay? All right, so this is the generic, and it just says travel. I'm going to use it as a miscellaneous, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and it's going to get 3 bills, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in here, okay? The next one says flight. It gets 2 bills. I'm just going to throw it in here. The next one gets 1 bill, and it says accommodations. The next one gets 3 bills. And it's just going in there. And again, guys, I'm not going to count it until it's time for me to take it out. And these will be going until it's time for us to leave. That's 2 bills. When it's time for us to leave for Orlando. Guys, what is in here? Oh, this is spending. Did I already do this? Okay, yeah, I must have already put it in there because I thought I cleaned all of these out. Okay. So activities gets 1 bill. And this is girl, turn the page. Food gets 2 bills. Okay. And then transportation. No, yeah, transport is 2 bills. And we're gonna drive to Orlando. We like the scenery. We like, oh yeah, so we driving. The next one is miscellaneous, and it gets 2 bills. And guys, we're just gonna start over. We got a few dollars left over here on the table, so we're just gonna roll again. 3. So travel gets 3. It says flight, but we're driving, so this flight money will be redirected probably to activities. Accommodations. We have a my father-in-law, my fiance's dad has a timeshare, so we really don't need accommodations either. So this will probably get redirected to either food activities and stuff like that, or miscellaneous or something. So, but it's okay. I'm gonna save for it for right now. And then spending is 3 bills, and I only had 2 left, so it's gonna get those. Okay. And so I had some magnets made from Paper in Paradise on Etsy. And so I'm going to use that to mark my place so I know where to come back to. I will link her shop in the description if you want to go grab one. I actually sent her this image, but this is just a placeholder to tell me where I need to stop. And it's got little magnets. Okay. And so that just tells me to start here. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.